So I'm going to talk about how I've used AI in my branding and marketing strategy classes this past semester. Two facts that I find interesting. One in four educators are using AI in the classroom, according to Pew Research and Gallup. And then the second fact is the percentage of college students using AI to cheat is in this somewhere between 40 and 60% range. And so, this is the foundation of what I am told to teach my students. It's found in our course catalog, application of the skills using a management approach, simulations, case studies, etc. And so the foundation is the Harvard School of Business. This goes way back where they do the analysis, the 5 Cs. Then we start making some decisions, and then we bring that to our action plan. This is the path that my students take each semester. We really split it up into 3 parts: diagnosis, strategy, and execution. And we begin as proper marketers with market orientation. We move to research, then we head into strategy, segmentation, targeting, positioning, and then execution. And over time, that builds a brand. So I start with the grandfather of modern marketing, Peter Drucker, who in 1954 said, because the purpose of a business is to create a customer, a business has two and only two basic functions: marketing and innovation. Those produce results. All the rest are cost. In other words, marketing is the distinguishing, unique function of the business. Now, in 1973, he even tightened this up further. He said, it is the whole business seen from the customer's point of view. So all companies are marketing companies. They only exist because they have customers. So you are not for profit. Those are patrons or donors, but they are still, everyone is a marketing company. And so marketing exists to drive profit and loss at the firm. It has always been the reason we are around. 80% roughly of CEOs are looking for marketers to drive growth. So when you come to a marketing management, marketing strategy class, that is the end result we're trying to teach our students. We want to move economic value up from where it's perceived to the true economic value. It's why we tell my students that no one blinks at the $1,000 price of an iPhone anymore. And essentially in the pricing is the power of the brand. Apple introduced these AirPods Maxes, and they sold out in a month and a half when they were nowhere better than the Bose headphones I had bought my wife for that Christmas. So there's really two drivers of the marketing manager: to harvest the existing demand that is out there now, that digital marketing is going after, and then to create future demand, the 95%. This comes from John Dawes' 95-5 rule of Ehrenberg Bass Institute. So our challenge is sales overnight, brand over time. And that's why in the classroom, really, our students get durable and perishable knowledge. Durable knowledge is the segmentation, positioning, all those things I described in the path of my course. And the perishable knowledge is AI, media platforms like Facebook and customer data platforms. And so that is the challenge, to balance these two skill sets and to prepare students with these two skill sets in our classroom. And so this book from Scott Snyder is a nice recommended read. These are all AI-assisted business activities. Many of these activities I cover in my class. But the first day of school, I like to start with this poem from Joseph Fasano: for a student who used AI to write a paper. Now I let it fall back in the grasses. I hear you. I know this life is hard now. I know your days are precious on this earth. But what are you trying to be free of? The living? The miraculous task of it? Love is for the ones who love the work. And I talk about the 10,000 hours that you need to build what you want to be. You want to be a copywriter, you got to put in the time. You want to be a market researcher, you got to put in the time. And AI, using it to shortcut that, hurts you. For 3 years, I've had this artificial intelligence use policy in my syllabus, and not one student has ever cited AI. But I know for a fact, going back, that there's a number of students that are using it to cheat. And so that's why I preach experiential learning. The simulation, which the way I do it in my class, students individually compete against the computer. Used to do it as a team, but students would stop attending class, and so it would hurt the teams. So I moved to 100% individual and the client project. Now, I'm the professor that celebrates simulations. Each semester, this was the fall up there on the left, and the spring, the other photos. And at the bottom there, that's when we take the students out that win, first, second, or third, my wife and I. And so it's the highlight of the semester. We have a lot of fun with the simulation because it is a wonderful tool to teach the power of the brand, the power of product, distribution, selling, promotion, pricing, all these things. Critically important because most marketers, when they're out working, basically don't have influence over NEP but promotion. So the simulation teaches a graduating senior what they need to know about how to grow marketing through the 4 Ps and segment and everything. And then the other big part in my class is the client project. This is where this semester I partnered with Perplexity to do market research and situational analysis. I provide them 8 pages of detailed instructions how to do all these things, to create a SWOT analysis, to do competitive analysis. And we pair them with small businesses from a local chamber of commerce to look at their challenges, develop a strategy, and build a plan. That's a letter we got from a client who appreciates that. And so this semester, using AI in marketing is now a key emphasis of my class. That, along with successful job search and how to succeed in your career. I have sections in my electronic classroom where I load much information because I believe this is a way students can get hired. You've been hearing about how entry-level jobs are being impacted. I want my students to be experts in using AI in marketing and be able to talk about it in interviews. I've added it to weekly modules, applying opportunities where it works. But the bottom line is students must still master these foundational principles. They must know intuitively how the marketing strategy process works, because then, I mean, without that, then they fail.